what a day. What a day. What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, my people? This is your OG. Got an interesting one for you tonight. I want to talk about a young man that lived 30 minutes away from here. And it is actually an hour from here. They found him on campus. Actually on campus. With a rope under a tree, unalived. We want to talk about Trey Reed, but first, we want to send our sympathies and our empathies in a time of bereavement for losing a son, a brother, husband, wife, whatever it is. Our prayers are with the Reed family. We are living in scary times down south, y'all. I must talk about this. Um, yeah, it's getting kind of uncomfortable, y'all. There is a major divide right now between the races here down south. I'm in Mississippi right now, so you take from there what you want. So we're gonna talk about what do we think. We're gonna go over um, his last Facebook postings. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over his last Facebook postings, and we're gonna respectfully and humbly, because some of them are, I'm not gonna say um, suspect, but you could just about tell something was bothering. He took a loss from a love, but we are gonna discuss this. Y'all give me 1 minute, and we are going. We are gonna also do a live calling tonight. And I feel bad, y'all, because like I said, here in the Mississippi Delta, and I don't know how many of y'all have actually been like down south, down south. A lot of y'all have, I know. But we can have one county with 5 towns in it. We just that close up under one another. So this young man's home was really 30 minutes from here, and Delta State is 45 minutes from here. And they found this man under a tree, unalive. Y'all, please, when y'all come in, hit that like button and help OG. Also, tonight we're gonna talk about Tamron Hall. I was trying to figure out, and we're not gonna get into it, but I'm gonna let y'all know what we're gonna talk about. I was trying to figure out why would because I knew she was married. I knew Tamron Hall was married. And I'm like, so how could she co-sign this situation with Pap and Clarissa, knowing this man is still legally married with an underage kid, and she's a married black woman? Y'all know what it is. She is a swirler. She don't she don't fool with black men. So I guess that's about right for her to promote this fuckery. Yeah, I said it. That's what it is. I didn't make it that. I'm OG. I just don't have time to be lying to folks. I know that's what's popular on YouTube, and TikTok and everything. All these people with these grand ass stories, and these older guys acting like they 20, and the older hens acting like they 20 and ain't nothing but in the way, interfering with young men and women's prosperity and future relationships and marriages. I ain't out here in the way. I'm here to tell y'all the truth. Yeah, so we're gonna discuss Tamron Hall and why, out of all, why would she promote this black love? It just made no sense to me, y'all. We're gonna talk about it though. But now, I want to say again, my condolences out to Trey Reed and his family. If y'all have Facebook tonight, or if y'all catch this live stream later, but if you can access while we are here live, I want y'all to go to his Facebook page and put in Trey Reed, Trey, Reed with two E's. He's popular now, and we're gonna go over these because it could have been self unaliving, but I don't know, y'all. The fine of a young black college student over midway in 2025 under these conditions with a rope. We living in scary times, especially right after all the blame game the MAGA people, including their influencers, was blaming black folks. I still, y'all, don't understand their mentality with coming against people joking, and they talked about George Floyd, his mama, his daughter, and every damn body else. They laughed and mocked Trayvon Martin and that whole damn family. What are you? What? That ain't what we talking about tonight, though. For those just coming in, please hit that like button and good evening. Real talk, good evening. Glad y'all with me. I'm gonna be here whether I get one great conversation and dialogue with one or 100. I feel blessed that y'all even listen to me. So let's go. This is the recent on his Facebook page. Like I said, if you can access it on your tablet or whatever, pull up Trey and we're gonna go over these and see if okay, this is I don't want to go through all these sad comments, but this young lady says, I wish this didn't happen to you. I'm sorry, Trey. I really am. I hope every color community from different races decide to build a foundation because we need our own protection of brothers and sisters. We do because why were you alone? So they are these youngsters down here are really feeling like somebody done like it's nefarious. And I'm not even gonna get into all these fake news titles on this. I'm just not gonna do that. Because I promise you, we don't need no more smoke. It's hot here, and summer's always off. It's hot here. All right, let's go to his last post because y'all he took a loss, and I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people don't believe it, but we gotta start paying one another more attention. All right, here we go. As of September 9th at 3:07 p.m., he started with these heartbreak postings on Facebook. Starting September 9th. First one is some kind of video. Let people go. Don't chase answers. Don't fight for closure and never expect an explanation. One of the biggest things he said he learned this year, and he posted that September 1st. I don't know who this lady is. Let me see. It might be his mom. Yeah, he said Big Mama. And then he came right back with those heartbreak posts. But it still don't make no sense that a young, intelligent college student would do that on campus. What would be the purpose? It makes no sense, y'all. But he did. He posted. This was June 10th. He went back. She lies. He cries. She apologizes. She's not sorry. He complains. She doesn't change, and yet he stays. Does that sound familiar? So it sounded like to me he was having lady problems. Here's another one. The truth is, I don't have the patience anymore. Not for silence, not for the late replies, the unread messages, the sorry I was busy, texts that came hours after later, like an afterthought. I don't have the patience for almost love. For the ones who swear they care but forget how to show it. For the ones who only love me when it's easy. I've been hurt too quietly for too long, and I just can't anymore. This heart has waited in too many empty rooms. Now it's learning how to close. Yeah. Yeah, he posts a lot of heartbreak stuff, y'all. It's all up and down his timeline. It's close as August 25th. This one here say I gave everything I had, every part of me that could love, care, and stay, but it was never enough. And then I watched others receive the same love I begged for without even asking. It breaks something inside you, makes you question your worth, makes you wonder if maybe the problem was always you. And that thought, it quietly destroys you. And you know what it said that he didn't know that we've all been there. That right there that I just read, if for those that's on it breaks my heart that he didn't know that each and every one of us have been there, have felt like we actually loved somebody that just did not give a rat's tail about us. We all been there. I don't know why we don't be there for one another. I'm gonna continue to pray. I'm gonna continue to use whatever platforms my higher power, whom I choose to call God, to actually tell y'all the truth according to OG, not what these people is feeding y'all on other platforms. That ain't got nothing to do with OG. You heard me? Nothing. That's why I'm OG. But it is so, I am so lost with the thought. And for those that just came in, we're talking about Trey Reed. This young man was found on the campus of Delta State University, right up the road in Cleveland, Mississippi, with unalived on the tree, and the accessory to that was a rope. In 2025, I have not seen a legitimate posting or news report that verifies his cause of passing. But no disrespect, automatically white people are gonna call it the S word. Y'all know that. They are in really in denial, especially here deep in the South where I am. White people are still in denial about how hateful they are, not their ancestors. They are when it comes to black folks. So no, it's not far reaching to actually believe that just maybe somebody did something to that young man. I don't know. I pray the state police or the FBI or somebody comes and get involved in this because we living in dangerous times here in the Delta. I'm telling you, we just don't. That's like here in Greenwood, that's only 30 miles away from Cleveland. Listen, they they dropping them. They dropping them 2 to 3 a week here. Hey, what's up, Heavy D? I appreciate that, man. How are you tonight? They found a young man right up the road from me, unalived under a tree. As a black man, and as black men and black folks here, we are wondering what the hell is going on. His name was Trey Reed. He was a student at Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi. He was a resident of Grenada, Mississippi. That's his home. That is 25 minutes from where I'm sitting right now in a car. And y'all, it is already dangerous here. I'm telling y'all, it's dangerous here. For them to find this young man under these circumstances, right after, right after Charlie Kirk, right after all the threats to the HBCUs, having to close its doors because of threats. We are in dangerous times here in the Delta, y'all. But I got to be honest. If you go to Trey Reed's Facebook page, you will see somebody broke his heart. Y'all, I mean the stage playing tonight, y'all. Yeah, I'm still country. Who still eats stage playing? It's scary. I'm right here in the middle of it, Henry. These, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Right here, where my homestead is, it's not a large area like Cleveland is not. But we got some of the most dangerous YNs you ever want to see for in your life. It's not 30,000 people in this city and county, and they averaging 2 bodies a week at least. Not assaults, bodies. Quit playing, Henry. You ain't never seen a stage play. Henry, where you from, man? Come on, Henry. Don't do that. Don't do that, Henry. Man, don't make me send you no stage. And you've never seen a stage play. Man, I'm gonna have to send you some stage plays, my brother. You don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you're missing. I'll never forget it, Henry. We come down here from Chicago every summer. And when you went to the plantation, you had to work. So in other words, long story short, if you was 12 and over, you had to pick cotton. I didn't chop no cotton, but I picked cotton. And that's all you would get for lunch was a stage plank and a can of either Vienna sausage or pottage meat and one soda. And they would charge you $2 every day for that lunch. Now they wasn't paying for $20 a day to chop cotton. Hey, what's up, Gloves? How are you tonight, my guy? Man, Henry, I gotta get you some stage planks. I feel like you've been wronged. I don't like this. You know what? I say I wasn't even gonna smoke nothing tonight, but he and you don't know nothing about a stage plank. I gotta smoke one over there later, and I got a whole dinner to cook tonight. Also tonight we are talking about Tamron Hall, and I asked myself again, what the hell was she thinking as a black woman professional? Why is she here promoting this pap Clarissa Black Love fuckery? She's part of the system that don't want to see real black love. She's married to a Caucasian. She don't even fool with black men. So now I see why Tamron would have a 50-year-old man with a 30-year-old girl talking about some damn black love and his ass married. Tamron was wrong for that, and I kind of liked her. I did. I kind of liked Tamron Hart. Y'all ain't lying. This banana stage playing. It's fire. Or I'm here hungry. Tonight, y'all, in the country kitchen, OG is cooking salmon and rice jambalaya with a beef stock that I already got soaking. Yeah. Age ain't got nothing to do with it. Gloves. You can't be doing all that as long as you still actively married. It's all for nothing. Listen, if you separated, you still married. If you mad at her, you still married. If you ain't seen her in 3 years, you still married. There are no good things for a single person that's gonna come of them being involved with a married man or a woman. It's just not. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can live in fantasy world all the hell y'all want to. But a single person ain't gonna win fooling with no married person, man or woman. Out of all the annals of niggerdom, I've never seen it. Y'all come on, name one couple, one notable couple that spawned from an affair that they together right now. I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait. Google it. Google it. That's why I say it ain't no damn black love. And no married black woman that's a professional should be promoting it. How do y'all think that's a damn good look? That instead of us, the way our community is falling off, with over 80% of our homes being single parent, black women homes, instead of our black asses promoting marriage and family, we promoting 50-year-old married men to go and get a baby with a 30-year-old woman that ain't got no damn kids. You can't make this up. See, I say I wasn't gonna smoke none tonight. Ain't nobody trying to tell them how. By telling the truth. Gloves, I'd be less than an OG to lie to them. And I want you to remember it tonight. I have no hate for this couple. But I cannot lie and pretend like We should be promoting this relationship under the flag of black love. And we know this is a 50-year-old married man with 5 kids, not a divorced. Yes, it's different when you're divorced. Come on, stop that. I don't care who like it or who don't. You don't publicly date if you still legally married. In the real world, you wouldn't take the chance on their spouse running up on y'all in public, hands and everything else. Regardless of whether or not y'all was together or not, they would take that as blatant disrespect. Y'all know that. You couldn't be all out here, all fancy free, with nobody's man or husband. Now stop lying. You right, LeVar. LeVar, it's bad out here, man. It's bad. And then you know what? And you know what messed up LeVar? LeVar, give me a thumbs up if you're going to be listening to me. I want to talk to you about something. I ain't going to hold you up. Give me a thumbs up. Y'all hit that like button. I don't do that. And that's good. But that don't make it right, Gloves. Come on, Gloves. You going to tell me you ain't ever loved somebody that wasn't good for you? Why are y'all acting like this is something negative or disrespectful? You going to tell me you've never loved somebody that didn't treat you as good as you were supposed to be or what you were worth? They are happy. They say they're happy, so why in the hell can't they just go ahead on? Listen, I was a boxing fan of Clarissa's, not a Pap Clarissa fan. Y'all Pap and Clarissa fans. I'm a Clarissa Shields, heavyweight boxing, undisputed, defended 17 straight times, no losses, tough as nail, true grit, self-made, God approved, Clarissa Shields fan. I ain't no damn Hollywood fashion show, all that kind of, that's y'all. Now, okay, LeVar, back to you. It is so bad out here, LeVar, that now I'm hearing women back out here trying to sell the meat and won't nobody buy it. I overheard a conversation in the dollar store. LeVar, they can't even sell it. Y'all fed up. Y'all sick of it. I can't blame y'all. Social media messed their head up. But what do y'all think, man? This young African American man, 30 miles from here in the Mississippi Delta, was found unalive, was under suspicious circumstances, rope included. You know what I mean? His name was Trey Reed. He was from Grenada, Mississippi. He was a student. Well, I think that I think they forget that we like whole milk, and we didn't get tired of buying buttermilk. Yeah, included. Right, Heavy D. That included. His name was Trey Reed. If you got your tablet or laptop or something around, you go on your Facebook and pull up Trey Reed. But now I have to be honest with y'all. I have to. He got some broken heart statuses on his Facebook page. Somebody really broke his heart. Somebody really, really broke his heart, y'all. And these kids start getting angry, Henry. See, this almost is like a hopeless area of the state of Mississippi where it happened. But our youngsters are just as aggressive as any YN in Memphis or Chicago or the capital of Jackson, Mississippi. I don't want nothing to jump off. I'm hoping they go ahead on and investigate this thoroughly, honestly, but they're not going to trust the local police. They're not even going to trust the state police. I'm praying that somebody asks for FBI assistance or something. They are, LeVar. They are, they are. I can't lie for them. They are. It's sad. And I try and tell them, and a lot of them, they are understanding it. And I'm telling them, listen, you are beautiful. You are fine. You clean up so well, but you ain't wifey material because of your mouth. You cannot overtalk a good man. When a good man tells you that's enough, stop. He's gonna expect for you to do that. And y'all don't want to do that. That's why y'all not wife material. Oh, yes, indeed. As the husband, as the head of the house, if I've had enough of my woman's mouth, I look her in her face, I'm going to tell her, damn it, that's enough. Stop it. And I'm going to expect for her to respect that and stop it. If she cannot do that, she'll never qualify to be nothing more than a toy for me to play with. No, no, Glove. No. 43 years, never. No. I've been married 43 years. No, I've never hit my wife. I ain't gonna tell that lie. Never. I wasn't raised like that. You do not put your hands on a woman, and you do not keep an aggressive woman. That's why every opportunity I get, I tell y'all, stay the hell away from these aggressive, over talking ass women. Thank you, bro. Best thing I ever invested in. That's why I tell y'all, there's still a few of them out there. Just y'all got to change the bait on the hook. Hey, I need you to run the come and go for your mama for me. Come on, you know you can come in and speak, son. Get my card out of my wallet. Did you hear about the student at Delta State where you talking about going after you finish? Hold on, watch the words you say on the live. You know, well, listen, I'm right here on his look right there in my wallet. I'm right there on his Facebook page, and he got some broken heart statuses on there. No, but I don't know whether he was just stunned or what, man. Really wait to see the whole situation. Bro, yeah, wait to see how it turn out. Cut your light on. It's fire. Oh, you got your phone with you? Okay, no, I ain't got nothing but wait here. Listen, thing got about 15 that I can spell. Give me a pack of cool 100 years with it. That's what I said. I don't care about you gonna go over 15. Cause I'm right there. Cause I bought some. I bought supper. I just what I did is I'm cooking. But you know I gotta wait because I want to cook my salmon alicate. So I'm gonna cook. I am cooking, but it is gonna be a late supper, so it'll be fresh for your mom. I'm cooking salmon, and I'm gonna cook a little side dish of some uh, some gumbo with rice. 9496. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, if it didn't work, Lavar, before, it's not gonna work now. It was something about her that made you get away. You don't let how wet this get, how juicy that get, how round this is, get you caught back up. Keep it moving. What happens to a black man if they notice you keep circling the block in the hood? Whether it's the YNs or the popo, what happens to a black man if he keeps circling the same block? Huh? I'll wait. Anytime a black man circle the block, it be trouble. Don't circle the block. That's all I'm saying. So y'all saying I'm wrong because I don't appreciate Tamron Hall promoting, actually promoting infidelity, adultery. So I'm not supposed to hold marriage to the highest esteem. I'm supposed to say it's okay for a man that's already still married to be out here all booed up with a young tenderoni that should have her ass somewhere with a 30-year-old or 35-year-old man. But she got her ass, perhaps got her nose so wide open. Clarissa like hit you in your mouth if you say something about Pap in front of her. That girl gone, y'all. That girl digmatized. She said, man, y'all ain't never seen no damn heavyweight boxing champion tweeting about what her man said about her cat. Come on, y'all. Man, Clarissa don't care what she posts no more. She ain't say nothing about no boxing. I think maybe she finna start a fashion line or something. That's all the hell they doing is clothes and pictures and stuff. That ain't nothing, man. What you want to talk about? I can't open up them phone lines. What you want to get off of your chest? Phone lines are getting ready to open, but now you cannot call me from a blocked number. It must be your number. Hey, I ain't got no hate for him, but that don't make what he doing right, Gloves. That doesn't make it right. And then on top of that, Gloves, it's a way that he can make it right. Stop dragging this on and go in this and then be legitimate. But don't be out here acting like you just some single and free man and you got a whole wife and an underage kid, bro. Man, bro, go home and finish what you started. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm not. Now come on, Glove. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. What I haven't put blame on anybody. I understand love. Gloves. I've been married 43 years. What if I told you at 50 years old, I had a separation from my wife? What if I tell you I've been with Pappy? Have you? What if I tell you I've been 50 years old and then had an affair at 50? What if I tell you I've been right where Pap is at? Come on now. Let's talk about it, Gloves. Because I'm speaking from experience. But I ain't going to lie about mine. I ain't going to lie about mine. I ain't coming in here playing no saint. But that's how I know. And listen, Gloves. Do you hear me, Gloves? Man, I love that woman. I adored that woman. Ooh, I understand. Y'all the one don't understand. I know. And you know what? That woman loved me. But back then I had a lot. I had a lot of property. All my children were underage. And I went back home, y'all. It took 2 years, but I was back at square one. So it's not that I'm putting the blame on anybody. I'm only speaking from experience. And I know a lot of y'all don't value. Hey, I'm not, listen. And see, that's one of y'all main arguments, but y'all, it's not my fault y'all ain't seen the videos that I talked about Remy Crazy, irresponsible, reckless, gonna live to regret it. Don't nobody want no old 40-something year old woman that only look good when she spend $1,000 with a makeup artist. Bro, we want you to look halfway good when you take the makeup and the wigs and everything off. We don't want you looking like Samuel Jackson at night. I know all that, but it ain't my fault, Gloves. I did videos on them. I didn't agree with her. You don't sleep with the help. I tell y'all I get it, but y'all such Pap and Clarissa fans that y'all don't even care nothing about the Clarissa fans no more. What about me? Damn, I signed on because I love Clarissa. She is by far right there almost. If she a couple of more strong fights, and she'll be right up there. If she get to 20 straight fights without a loss, she gonna be right up there with her record like Layla Ali. Y'all, and she's self-made and God approved. How the hell am I wrong? Because I want better for her, and I don't see. Come on, y'all. How I'm judging. I'm her fan. Y'all are Clarissa Impact fans. I'm not Clarissa Impact fan. I'm Clarissa Heavyweight Champion fan. Cause all good things come from above, bruh. And that girl came from nothing. And she has a blessed career. She's blessed. Prosperity is something that you get from God. We just think we created it. Whomever your higher power is, got to give you the gift to earn that wealth. Everybody ain't gave that gift. That's why everybody ain't wealthy. But she got it. Because she's wealthy because of her. Nobody else. You can't be blessed to be with a married man or married woman. No. She blessed as a woman. I told you, I am a Clarissa Shields boxing fan. You are a Clarissa Shields Pap fan. I'm not no pap of them. I'm not no fan of them. I don't I have that right? Y'all really act like I don't have a right. The only reason why I say it not with Pap because Pap has a spiritual contract. He got he got married with a pastor. He had a Christian God binding ceremony plus a contract with the state of New York called a marriage license. Until Pap cancels that, I'm gonna say that again. Until Pap cancels that, Pap is not a blessing to nobody but his wife. Because if something happened, there it is. And you can be, listen, let me tell you something. I can't speak for her spirituality or higher power. But come on, gloves. All of us come short. The decision she making with Pap ain't got nothing to do with her relationship with a higher power. He already know all our righteousness as filthy rags where I come from. We can't be banishing nobody to hell because they done fell weak and fell in love with the wrong person. Come on now. I can guarantee you her good outweigh her bad. But we talking about a contract, right? No, because that's right, because he the one, only he can cancel that spiritual contract as well as that contract with the state of New York. Clarissa can't. That's what y'all not understanding. Stop dragging it. You love her so much, make it happen. Y'all public figures, I got a right to feel about it. Like I say, I'm gonna still be a Clarissa Shields boxing fan. I know that sounds stupid, but I'm a boxing fan, my guy. I'm a boxing fan. And that's what y'all not understanding. That I am a boxing fan. All y'all want to talk about. Yeah, well, he has to officially cancel that contract. Let me ask you something, Gloves. Are you married? May I ask you that? Are you married yet? Because if something happens to Pap right now, everything that he has, it goes to his wife. Clarissa is the one taking the chance by being with a married man because if Pap gets sick, Gloves, if Pap gets sick, do you know Remy can show up at the hospital and put her out? So you know these things then, Gloves. Stop that. You know what I'm talking about. You know he got to cancel this contract with the state of New York. You know he say he got grounds for even a spiritual cancellation of the contract because that is one of the ways that a higher power allows for you to divorce your spouse is if they done cheated. So you know all these things, man. But you like them as a couple so much, you want to look the other way. Yep, you want to look the other way. And I get it. No, why you keep using those adjectives on the man? I didn't say that man was a bad man. You keep saying that. I thought you was a fan. For real. Cause you keep describing this man in all type of ways that I have not even said. I hadn't said not one bad thing. I'm talking about marriage. And you keep saying, but Pap is the bad guy. I ain't said Pap was no bad guy. I said that you can deeply love somebody that ain't right for you, that it ain't gonna work for you. Even you, even somebody in the comments admitted that they've loved somebody with all their heart and soul, and they thought they were gonna be together forever, and it didn't near about turn out that way. All of us done love somebody wrong. That's just y'all in denial that it can't happen to Clarissa. I didn't say that. Now, when did I say that? You didn't hear me say that it's plenty 30, 35, 40-year old single black men out of here her ass could have got with. You didn't hear me say that? I'm disappointed in my champion. So you really ain't been watching my videos. Because I said every opportunity I get that, I'm disappointed in my champ. Because I know there's some good 30-year-old black men out there that's eligible. 35, 40, that are successful. Where she didn't have to go through none of this weed. You keep labeling these people. I ain't labeling them. I'm just giving y'all history of affairs and whether y'all like it or not. 99, I'm going to put it in the comments, 99.9% of affair relationships fail. Now, you think Pap and Carissa gonna change them odds? Why? Because those type of relationships are the hardest ones, especially when there are kids involved, especially when the person is still married. It makes it all harder than what it is. Y'all just don't know. And I ain't mad at y'all for thinking I'm a hater. I'm not. We're going to open up the phone lines. Listen, listen. You cannot call OG from a block number. If you have a comment about the young man from Delta State, be careful what you say. You know these are YouTube guidelines, and I want to be able to add your comment. If you have an opinion about what I'm saying about Tamron Hall, and she's a swirler, so she's not going to promote what I consider true black love. A single black man and a single black woman meet one another, combine their families, or create a family, and they succeed and win. That's black love. It's not black love if I'm running around here with a woman and I got a whole wife. The phone number is 662-392-8047. Now I'm going to get that number out. With the phone lines be open, it is 662-392-8047. OG phone lines are open. I agree, Gloves. I agree. You just didn't see the video. I don't know why you debating me about what Remy did. I did 3 videos on it. And still today I tell you she's a stupid ass woman that probably was going through premenopause and making real dumb ass decisions. Cause she'll never find a loyal good man like Pap. You didn't watch the video. I said the same thing you saying. Come on now. You just gonna make me a bad guy either way it go, Gloves. You gonna make me a bad guy. You did wrong for that, man. Man, I thought we was cool as a cucumber, man. And you just gonna make OG a bad guy. He with her. I'm just saying, Gloves, it's a right way and a wrong way. And by him still being legally married, it's wrong. You ain't gonna change that because you loved him as a couple, my guy. I'm sorry to let you down. But the same rules that applied to me when I was doing it in karma, they apply to Pap and Clarissa too. And I tell any of y'all that respect and listen to OG, the woman that I met after my separation, y'all, I love that woman. I did. I did. But she was like Clarissa, she wanted it all, and I had got too old for that. All that starting over with babies and doing all that house and picket fence. No, no. It's hard. That type of relationship is hard. That's why 99.9% of them fail. It ain't because they of like I told you, it's not because of lack of love. Those relationships fail because they are just that fucking tough. No, I can't. We ain't talking about any relationship. We talking about marriage now. We ain't talking about people shacking. We ain't talking about people playing house. We talking about people that has actually stood before their higher power in their church, their mosque, wherever they chose to get married, and had a spiritual contract with them, that man, and their higher power. Then, after they made that contract, they also have a contract with whatever state they reside in. Now, this here is so powerful. Well, then that means that Pap should be able to get an easy divorce. It's easy as 1, 2, 3 if you can prove adultery. That's an easy divorce, y'all. See, y'all don't know because y'all ain't never really talked to a divorce attorney. Y'all don't really know what makes a person win in a divorce. When you get sued for a divorce, y'all don't know certain grounds that make you win and certain grounds that make you lose. Being a cheater and being proved a cheater makes you lose. But y'all ain't ready to talk about that. Phone line are open for 5 minutes. The number is 662-392-8047. What do you think? I'm right here down here in the, call it what you want. That what y'all calling it now? Complex? Oh, okay. I heard that. That's what they call it now, complex. That was up. I got to remember that one. Well, let me ask you this, my guy. And I ain't gonna hold you up. I know it's a work night. Let me ask you this, Gloves, because you say you married. You know it's highly unrealistic that as long as you legally married to your wife, you know your wife better than anybody, and you know you. If you and your wife separated, broke up, wasn't together, y'all had a kid or got kids together, could she be all over y'all city, y'all town with that man? You saying that would be okay with you? See, we talking realistically now, because I'm telling you, what Clarissa and Pap is doing is not normal. And I hate that they promoting that this is normal. That is not even normal in the black community when you got when you have an affair when you married. You keep that private. Y'all trying to make this normal. What they doing is not normal in the black community. You don't go to church with the person you cheating with. You don't bring them to your spot where your wife know you're gonna be at. You don't do none of that stuff. If you married and you be with another woman, you having an affair. If you still legally married, that's what the law call it, an affair. I'm not making these words up. Pap is having an affair. Remy is having an affair. Both of them still legally married. What are you talking about? No, both of them legally is having affairs. Both of them can prove affairs now. Both of them. That's what the law calls you being with somebody while you legally married. They say you are having an affair outside of your marriage. I ain't making these words up. Man, gone. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Affair ain't got nothing to do with sneaking. Affair is when you married and you being with somebody else other than the person you married to. You are having an affair. Unless you get a divorce. I don't care who you are, rich or poor, white or black, famous or not. If you are legally married and you are being with somebody else, the law considers you having an affair. That's what they call it. And that's what they're going to call it in divorce court. They ain't going to say you cross town getting no pussy or cross town pulling on that new meat. They going to say Remy had an affair. I don't know where you got your definition of words from, Club. I don't mean no harm, but that is not what an affair means. Oh, yes, indeed it is. Yes. A famous pastor, a practicing pastor married. You know, they get married. It was all on TV. Oh, yes. A practicing famous pastor. Hold on. Let me find his name right quick. See, you playing with somebody that don't go off of God. I'll tell you in 1 minute. Tell you in a minute. You playing. I ain't scared of faith. Oh yeah. Oh Lawson. Oh yeah, they had a famous practicing pastor married them. Now how you feel they don't have no that ain't no spiritual effect? Come on now. No. 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 That ain't what the words say. I don't know what your faith is, but in the King James Version, you have to officially divorce if you have reason. No, the word requires you to have a divorce too. I thought you said you was married, Gloves, because you sound like a single man. You think an affair is somebody sneaking, and you can't have an affair if you ain't married. Now you remember that now. How much was it, Mike? Oh, that's what's up. I don't mean no disrespect. I just want to see him make it right. I just want to see him make it right. I don't know where you getting that from. I hate you feel like that. I love to see people happy, but not at the expense of lying to them. Y'all lying to them folk, man. You think that they, like I said, 99.9% of affair relationships with married people fail. And you're not gonna change that because you like them folks. Exactly, LaVar. And you can't have no affair or no mysteries if you ain't married. Glove's gonna tell me, uh, you having an affair when you sneaking. No, you ain't. You having an affair if you married a man or woman being with somebody other than your husband or your wife. You just having a damn affair. It is what it is. Yep, it is what it is, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I really do care. I know it sounds like I don't, but I do. I really do care. I really do love to see black love, but I love to see black family. I do. I promote it. Why in the hell did you think that I stayed in the pocket? I didn't. I wasn't in those streets. I had sons. I had to do family vacations, and I had a home. That I had to support. I wasn't in them streets like that. They probably no, they ain't. You can't. How you gonna? You ain't a family. No. Um. I hope Clarissa don't choose to be no baby mama. I hope she don't choose to be a baby mama. I hope she just gonna get married first and then do what she got to do. I hope she did. That ain't nothing to embrace. That ain't nothing to be proud of, being no baby mama. I hope she don't choose to be no baby mama. Real talk, y'all. I ain't gonna be happy about nobody doing wrong, but I hope everybody make it. See, y'all just don't want to be bound by right and wrong no more. That's all that is. Y'all don't want to be bound by rules. Y'all want to bring y'all modern rules into marriage. If you want to play like that and be out here in these streets with these women, you don't need to be married. If you're a female, you don't need to be outside. If you got a husband, you need to have your black ass at home with your family. When you get married, you don't move like that, y'all. I'm sorry that y'all think that marriage is a damn joke. I was there. I've been there, LeVar. They telling a man that was in pap position, and I was in that position at 50. I'm telling them the truth. That listen, from people I done did business with over the years, co-workers, church members, all I know, majority of black men I knew are married, and a lot of them have had affairs, and they've loved those women too, just like the woman I had, I loved. But those relationships are so freaking hard that 99.9% of them fail, and you ain't gonna change that. Oh, I'm not Angel. How are you tonight? I'm used to married folks saying who did what first. At the end of the day, right now, they still married. That's all I'm trying to point out to people. And whether it's her or him, they have an affair. And you know, when you married, you don't be out here publicly doing this. What they doing is not normal. It's just not. Now, why we trying to normalize public affairs, knowing we couldn't do that in our own community? Folks get hurt doing that. In a realistic world with regular black folks, you don't get with nobody's husband and be all across town and in restaurants and posting pictures on Facebook and don't look for no smoke coming. Come on, y'all, stop that. I'm okay, Angel. Got a whole little light supper to cook tonight. Other than that, I'm blessed. Thank you so much for asking. Exactly, Angel. That's all I'm saying. I don't make excuses, but I know what marriage vows are. I'm just telling them the truth. I've been married 43 years. I've been where Pap is. Everybody I know was married and successfully are still married now. And a lot of them had affairs. A lot of us had affairs. And when I tell y'all 99.9% of them fail, and it don't have nothing to do with the love that you have for that person, it's because those relationships are a lot. Why is that so hard for y'all to believe? I lived through it. Remy Ma is in Clarissa's head every day. There she go.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, you want to make a video?
Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. You live?
Yeah, but you ain't on speaker.
Okay, then. Now I'm trying to see if you heard of anybody getting shot in the head down there.
When recently I've been on live. No, what you done heard
Jake Sons that got shot in the head.
in Greenwood?
I don't know if it happened in Greenwood or Innovative.
Let me go on the book. I got my laptop in front of me. You finna go to bed? Let me see if I can find something. I'll call you back, but from this phone, okay?
No, okay. I was just trying to see if you heard anybody.
I hadn't because I'm on studio, but I got Facebook because of one of the things I'm talking about is that young man they found swinging from that rope at Delta
Yeah,
State.
that's what Lee just told me that.
Yeah, on campus.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But now I've been on his Facebook page and we've been talking about it tonight. He was rich. Somebody really broke his heart by the post. So, but I'm like, that's a lot to actually go on campus and do that. Well, why would he want to bring that kind of smoke to our community? We